Think Valentine's Day is all about love and flowers. Think again. Behind the hearts and roses, there's a dark history that will make you question everything you thought you knew. Welcome to Horror Around the Globe. Hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Because the truth about Valentine's Day is about to get a whole lot darker. Let's dive in. Valentine's Day, a day that's celebrated across the world with flowers, chocolates, and heartfelt messages of love. But what if I told you that beneath all the pink and red, the day hides a much darker history, a history that stretches back thousands of years, filled with violence, death, and forbidden love? To understand the dark origins of Valentine's Day, we must travel back to ancient Rome, over 2,000 years ago. The Romans celebrated a festival called Lupercalia, held every year from February 13th to 15th. This was no soft, romantic holiday. No, Lupercalia was a feast of blood and ritual. It began with a ritualistic sacrifice. Priests, known as Luperci, would sacrifice goats and a dog at the Lupercal cave, said to be the very place where the she-wolf raised Romulus and Remus, the legendary twins who founded Rome. But the true horror came next. The priests would cut the animal's skin into strips, which they used to whip women in the streets. This was believed to purify them, ensure fertility, and grant them an easy childbirth. The women, far from fearing the ritual, would eagerly await it. They believed being struck by the goat-hide whips would make them more fertile and bless them with good luck. But Lupercalia didn't end with just fertility rites. In the dead of winter, it was a festival to cleanse and prepare for the coming spring, a festival that involved wild celebrations. Naked men ran through the streets, striking women, not with malicious intent, but in the name of luck, love, and fertility. As strange as it seems now, Lupercalia was the origin of many of the symbols we associate with Valentine's Day today. Fast forward to the 3rd century AD, where the festival of Lupercalia began to collide with Christianity. Enter Saint Valentine, a priest in ancient Rome, whose death would forever tie his name to the idea of love. But Valentine wasn't known for his romantic exploits. In fact, he was far from the soft-hearted figure we've come to associate with the holiday. Emperor Claudius II, who ruled during this time, was a ruthless leader. He believed that single men made better soldiers, so he outlawed marriages for young men in the army. But Valentine, defying the emperor's decree, secretly married young lovers in the name of God. When Claudius found out, Valentine was arrested and sentenced to death. Valentine was brutally executed on February 14th, 269 AD. Legend has it that before his death, he sent a final note to a young woman he had befriended, signing it, "From your Valentine." This final act of love, even in the face of death, would cement his legacy, but not in the sweet, romantic way we think of today. Valentine's martyrdom was the start of the holiday's association with love, but the evolution of the holiday wasn't without more dark twists. By the 14th and 15th centuries, the holiday had taken on a more romantic tone, thanks in part to poets like Geoffrey Chaucer, who linked February 14th with courtly love in his writings. But the customs that evolved around Valentine's Day were still strange and even a little unsettling. In the 18th century, young women would draw names from a bowl to determine who their future husband might be, often through a strange ritual that tied fate, love, and destiny together. Some believed this day was a way to ensure they'd find love, or even to cast love spells. In fact, there were people who tried to use the holiday's mysticism for much darker purposes, such as spells that bound lovers, or curses to make them fall in love. But let's not forget the darker side of Valentine's Day that exists today. With all the pressure to find the perfect gift, the pressure to be in love, or to keep up with expectations, the holiday has sometimes brought out obsession and jealousy. Stalker-like behaviors, toxic relationships, and violent crimes have been linked to this day, as desperate individuals, fueled by emotion and sometimes madness, do unspeakable things. Valentine's Day isn't just a time for romance. It's a time when emotions are pushed to their limits, and some people will go to any lengths to either find love or to make sure someone doesn't escape their grip. From its origins in ancient sacrifice to the tale of Saint Valentine's brutal death and the unsettling customs that followed, Valentine's Day has always had a dark side lurking beneath the surface. So the next time you celebrate love on February 14th, remember, this holiday wasn't always about sweet chocolates and roses. It was born in blood, sacrifice, and tragedy. So for those who are celebrating, happy Valentine's Day. And there you have it, the chilling truth behind Valentine's Day. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the next spine-tingling tale and the scary truth. Drop a comment below and let us know. Did this history change how you see the holiday? Stay scared, and I'll see you in the next one.